All right, today we're diving into AppLovin. It's an ad tech company with financial forecasts so wild they almost don't seem real. So, is this all just market hype, or are we looking at a genuine AI powerhouse in the making? Let's get into it.
So let's just kick things off with a number that is making everyone's head spin 204.8%. That, according to analysts, is the forecasted return on equity for AppLovin in just 3 years. I mean, a number that high, it just begs for a closer look, doesn't it? To really get what's driving all this excitement, you've got to start with the numbers. Because right now, the story of AppLovin is a story of absolutely explosive, almost unbelievable financial growth. I mean, just look at the scale of this turnaround. It's staggering. Back in 2022, AppLovin was actually in the red by $193 million. Now, fast forward to the forecasts, earnings are projected to hit over $1.5 billion in 2024, and then just skyrocket to nearly $5 billion by 2026. That is not just growth, that's a complete 180. And it's not just one flashy number either. The projections are incredibly strong across the board. We're talking annual earnings growth over 27%, revenue growth over 20%, and earnings per share shooting up at 28% a year. But here's the real kicker. All of these figures are expected to blow the broader market average out of the water.
Okay, so the numbers are insane, right? But what's the secret sauce? What's actually fueling this meteoric rise? Well, that brings us to the very core of AppLovin's strategy. And the real star of the show, its AI growth engine.
So what's really behind these numbers? It honestly boils down to two letters: AI. Artificial intelligence is at the absolute heart of AppLovin's momentum. And hey, don't just take my word for it. Zacks Equity Research puts it about as plainly as you can, saying AppLovin's growth is driven mainly by the AI-enhanced advertising technology. So yeah, it's pretty clear that the market sees AI as the thing that truly sets this company apart.
So what is this AI we keep talking about? Well, it's a platform they call Axon. The easiest way to think of it is as their secret weapon, a proprietary AI engine. Its whole job is to help businesses, especially mobile game developers, find the perfect users for their apps and make money way more effectively than they ever could before. And let me tell you, they have not been sitting on their hands with this thing. The rollout has been aggressive, and wow, has it made an impact. Just in the second quarter of 2025, revenues shot up 77% year over year. Then they dropped a new self-serve platform in October with plans for a full global rollout of Axon in 2026. This isn't some far-off promise. It's happening now, and it's already delivering huge results.
All right, a powerful AI engine, check. But let's be real, the ad tech world is jam-packed. So how on earth does AppLovin actually stand out from the crowd?
Well, let's compare it to a big player like The Trade Desk. Now, they are the leader in programmatic advertising, especially when it comes to ads on smart TVs. AppLovin, on the other hand, has carved out its own very specific, very lucrative niche. Its entire focus is on that sweet spot where AI meets mobile gaming in app monetization. You could say they're in the same ballpark, but playing on totally different fields.
So, here's the key takeaway, the thing that really matters. AppLovin's edge comes from its laser-focused, deep integration of AI for the mobile app universe. And it's that sharp focus that has analysts convinced it can keep posting revenue growth that leaves its competitors in the dust. But, it's never all sunshine and roses, right? To get the real story, we have to look at the fine print. And if you dig into AppLovin's own filings, they lay out some pretty significant risks that you just can't ignore. So, what could actually throw a wrench in the works here? Let's break down the major potential roadblocks.
Okay, risk number one, and this is a big one: platform dependency. AppLovin's entire business lives and breathes on Apple's App Store and the Google Play Store. That means any little policy change, think Apple's tracking updates or Google's new privacy sandbox, can completely change the game overnight. The tech giants who own the platforms hold all the cards, and that's a massive, constant risk.
Next up, the competition is absolutely brutal. AppLovin isn't just going up against other ad tech startups. No, they're fighting for every advertising dollar against the biggest companies on the planet. We're talking Google, Meta, Amazon, plus a direct competitor like Unity in the gaming space. Yeah, that's like stepping into the ring with a who's who of tech titans. And then there's a risk every company faces, but with a new AI twist: cybersecurity. The whole ad world is a massive target for hackers trying to get user data. And the company even admits that its use of AI could open up new security holes. A major data breach here wouldn't just be embarrassing, it would mean huge fines, lawsuits, and the kind of damage to their reputation that's incredibly hard to come back from. And finally, you've got this tangled mess of global politics and regulations. AppLovin operates all over the world, which means it has to deal with a spiderweb of different privacy laws, like GDPR in Europe. Geopolitical friction, say between the US and China, could disrupt business. And on top of all that, nobody even knows what the final rules for AI are going to look like. The rulebook is literally being written as we speak, which creates a huge amount of uncertainty.
All right, so we've looked at the incredible growth story and the very serious hurdles that stand in the way. Let's pull all this together and see what the big picture looks like for AppLovin going forward.
Really, it sets up a classic bull versus bear debate. The bull case is all about that explosive AI-driven growth, those jaw-dropping financial forecasts, and a real technological advantage in the mobile gaming space. The bear case, though, is just as compelling. It points to those huge risks, being at the mercy of Apple and Google, battling tech giants for every scrap of market share, and trying to navigate a future for AI regulation that's completely up in the air. So it all comes down to this one central question. There's no doubt AppLovin has a powerful AI edge right now. But in the AI arms race, you're only as good as your latest innovation. Is today's advantage enough to build a lasting future against such massive challenges? That right there is the billion-dollar question.